It's the LSU Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ducks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Ducks come up now 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Ferguson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Malcolm Ferguson, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ferguson on the draw. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
1-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, Charles, you and I get to call a lot of games at the next level, but walking into the stadium, there's just something about the college atmosphere, the bands, the pageantry. So nice for us to be able to get the assignment to call a few games on Saturdays this fall because, let's be honest, there's nothing like college football.
I would agree with that. Look, there's electricity that crackles no matter whether it's college or the NFL. But this is a different vibe altogether when you're talking about a college game. And how about the one we're getting right out of the gate? 2 powerhouses in the college football world going at it to get things started. But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Drake. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the
Charles, you know, it's worth mentioning here again that this is just such a big ball game. You think about right off the bat in the regular season to have 2 top 10 teams facing one another. What a treat.
And I love how you just represented that because this trend, I think, is going to continue because of the college football playoff, and that trend is scheduling tougher opponents earlier in the season. Look, we used to just all load up on easy wins to get things started before you got into conference play, but now you want quality games on your schedule, and if you win those, it gives you a much better chance of getting into the college football playoff.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No score.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU from 21 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Tigers 7, Ducks nothing.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
The quarterback is sacked. A fumble.
No partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do?
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And LSU adds on to their advantage. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Ferguson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Ferguson, ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense. is playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. Oh, nice move at midfield. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, and they don't want to say it very loudly and take all the motivation away from this young man. But if they had to move him to running back full time, they'd be very confident that he'd be a good one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now Kelly, and he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And LSU adds on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Barrett looks to throw on first. And Myers has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Barrett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. The 20.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away from the 6.
The Ducks take over first and 10.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
31-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On the delay, it's Kelly. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Avant's got it over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
20 on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
They're going to run it with Murray. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
9-yard line.
Here's Barrett on play action. And caught by Cameron right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Right back to Ferguson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And 14.
On 3rd down, it's Burgess. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Oregon's punter out on the field as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. 3 quarters have come and gone. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there. And even 60 yards. But Charles, here we are in the 4th quarter, and they've got it pretty comfortable. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As we saw right there, they've got a quarterback that, well, yes, he can throw it. He's not afraid to tuck the ball and run, and it paid off with a score on that last play.
Yeah, Brandon, he's a true dual threat guy. I mean, if you take away the passing lanes, he'll use his legs and create plays like one we just saw there. I really think this young guy could just tuck it and go more times than not if he chose to do so.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, and now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
LSU Tigers 42, Ducks nothing.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Barrett. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. Yeah, let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, They're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offenses will. They'll take a few more chances in what they're doing, maybe try and isolate their star player a little bit better. Yeah, there's still some differences in what we're seeing, but for me, speed and pace of play for college offenses still ahead of what we see in the NFL.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Mason Thibodeau there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start, now with 3 touchdown passes.
That's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Barrett, his throw incomplete.
Intended for number 12.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions, and definitely not.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. Mason Thibodeau, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score. The LSU Tigers 56. Ducks nothing.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 20.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, Barrett to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for number 16. Incomplete. It's now
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Barrett. On the crossing route, complete. It's Simpson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon.
Today's final score, Tigers 56, Ducks nothing.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit, reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Wake